Good morning from CouchBidder.com. My name's Jody Kalmbach, and this is
Tana Ging.
And this morning we're going to talk about the wonderful world of Signup Genius.
Yes.
Good morning, folks, and welcome back to Couch Bidder Chat. And this morning we're going to talk to you about Signup Genius. And for those of you that don't know what Signup Genius is, that have been buying off of our auctions, well, we're here for you this morning.
We are here to help.
Signup Genius is a program that we use to help schedule your pickup appointment on the auction pickup days.
Yes. So we've been using Signup Genius for a while now, and most of our customers are very familiar with it, and they all love it. We love it. It's been a great tool that we've used for our auction pickup, and it's made us be much more organized.
It has, and I'm going to kind of lead the conversation or the discussion off by saying that Signup Genius is as much for you, the buyer, as it is for us, the auction company.
Signup Genius is a tool that helps us be proficient, and it helps us be ready for you when you come at your scheduled time. And so when you get there, we generally, if we're doing everything like we're supposed to be doing, we have all your stuff sorted, ready for you. Generally, we have it in a pile for you outside. Everything that we can move, we'll move and have ready for you. And if it's anything that we can't move, we'll gladly show it to you right away.
Bring enough help to load your items. We don't mind helping if we have time on the small stuff, but if you bought the refrigerator, you need to bring enough help to load the refrigerator. If you bought the couch, you need to bring enough help to load the couch. One thing that Signup Genius has helped us to do is it has helped us to reduce your wait time significantly. When we used to do open pickup, we would end up with these blocks of time that nobody came, like 9 o'clock, for instance. We would have very few people come at 9 o'clock, or even 8 o'clock whenever we would do 8 o'clock pickups. But rest assured, 10 o'clock, we may have 30 or 40 buyers show up at one time.
And using Signup Genius, that eliminates your wait times and eliminates the question of when do I come? Do I need to come later, earlier? What's best for them? It is whatever's best for you. Whenever you schedule your appointment, which we offer Friday, Saturday, and Monday. On a side note, those 15-minute slots doesn't mean that you have 15 minutes to load out your items. Those are just, that gives us 15 minutes to get prepared for the next person.
We have found that our buyers in general are a lot happier if they're not having to stand in the cold like we've had the last few days here in Texas, or what's more common, the sweltering heat and humidity in the summertime, because a lot of times we're not in an air-conditioned facility. We kind of gauge Signup Genius off of the fact that if you're able to log on to CouchBidder.com and get your credit card information in and get registered to bid, then you should have no problem whatsoever navigating through Signup Genius. And Tana's going to tell us a little bit about where that link is located and how you access Signup Genius.
Yes, absolutely. So we mainly have two simple ways of finding the link. The easiest way is that we attach it in the email that you get your invoice in. If you just scroll down a little bit, the link is right there. You can click on the link and it'll take you directly to the Signup Genius page. The other way is, and a lot of people utilize this way as well, is the schedule your pickup button on the high bid page. That link also takes you directly to Signup Genius.
We put the Signup Genius link out there sometimes before you're actually able to utilize the Signup Genius, and that's a big question we get. Well, I clicked on it, but I can't do anything. We don't allow signups for auction pickup until 1 o'clock on the auction close day. So if the auction is closing on Wednesday, you won't have access to actually schedule an appointment until 1 o'clock on Wednesday during the auction close. Why do we do this? What we found is when we put it out there too soon, a lot of people trying to get ahead of the game will go ahead and schedule a pickup time not knowing if they've bought anything. So we end up with all these spaces that are booked by people we don't have invoices for. So in an effort to try and stop that from happening to where only those people who have actually purchased something are getting to register, we don't allow sign up until 1 o'clock. That way we've got 3 hours of auction close behind us. So most folks are pretty well rest assured that they know they're going to need a spot.
You only need one appointment time. If you have a bunch of items, you do not have to schedule more than one time. We'll know that you have a bunch of items and we'll be as prepared for you as we can. But don't worry about scheduling different times. Leave those slots available for others.
That's right. One invoice,
one slot.
One slot.
If you're gonna need to come 2 separate days, that's a-okay. We have multiple customers that do that. Just schedule an appointment for the first day and we'll see you on that Friday or Saturday. And just let us know, hey, I'm not gonna be able to grab everything today. I'll be back Saturday or I'll be back on Monday. And we'll let you know what times we're gonna be there.
Since we have this wonderful scheduling app, is if you schedule your appointment at 10 o'clock, don't come at 9. It throws everything out of whack, and we're not going to get to you until your 10 o'clock appointment anyway. We always try to be ahead of schedule, but we will not push you ahead of the 9:30 because we're preparing for the 9:30 at 9:15. We're preparing for the 9:45 at 9:30, so on and so forth. So if you're there early, hey, that's great. Go grab a cup of coffee, take a ride around, sit in your car or whatever, but we really prefer that you not get there early. Late, not such a big deal. But early,
yes,
kind of a big deal.
And if you are going to be late, just shoot us, give us a phone call. We know life happens. I'm terrible about being on time, so just let us know.
You're not on time sometime?
Maybe.
Please make sure that if you can't make your original initial schedule and you change it, shoot us an email. Call us and say, hey, I'm not coming on Friday at 10 a.m. Don't assume that we've seen that change. We don't get notifications that those changes have happened, especially if you've done that after the pickup is started. And what I mean by that is that if pickup starts at 9 o'clock on Friday and you decide at 9 o'clock that you can't make the 11 o'clock and you go in and you change that at 9 o'clock or 9:15 or whenever, we've already printed our schedule out for the pickup. So we don't know that you've rescheduled, which means that we've already drug your stuff outside and there it sits. And at 12 o'clock, we're going to go home and think, well, they must be coming later. We don't want to take it back in because they're probably just running late. To make sure that we don't leave something valuable outside that you've bought, just call us, shoot us an email, whatever the case may be, and say, hey, I'm not coming at 11 o'clock today. I've rescheduled for Saturday. The other thing, aliases.
Yes, so please, please, please make sure that when you schedule your appointment, use the name that you bought under, meaning use the name that is on the invoice.
Make sure that's the name that's on the invoice so we know who to pull for. So it really helps if you'll just put your name or who is on the invoice.
Yes.
Is that if your sister-in-law is picking up, that's great. Put a note that your sister-in-law is picking up, but make sure the appointment is made underneath the name that's on the invoice.
Yes, and one more thing, if you are picking up for more than one person, totally okay, we love that. You don't need to make 2 appointments. Just put the person who is picking up, if they have their invoice, you can use that name, and then in the comments of Signup Genius, you can list the other people you're picking up for. And we will have all of that together. We'll have all of those invoices sorted for you when you get there. There's no need to make 3 different appointments for just one person picking up.
Exactly. So, we appreciate the fact that you're using Signup Genius. We hope that you find Signup Genius is a beneficial tool for you to use. It helps us serve you better. And if you've got any questions or if you've got any comments about how those pickups go, hey, put it right down here in the comments. We want to know about it. The only way we get better is whenever somebody says, hey, this worked out pretty good, but it could be better if. But we ask one thing, be kind. We absolutely want you to be happy with the service that we provide.
Yes, and if you need help, give us a call. We'll be glad to see if we can walk you through there. And below this video, we will attach the video that our wonderful auctioneer made on how to go about scheduling your pickup.
Step by step with screenshots. It helps a lot. And so, anyway, that's the 1-2 on Signup Genius. And we hope you find this video helpful. And the next video, you ready, Tanner?
I'm not sure.
where did my item go? How come you can't find my item? It happens.
Yeah.
We don't like that it happens, but it does. So join us for that short video on what did you do with my item.
Thanks, guys.
See you next time.
I look like hell today. Looks like horns coming out the side of my hat. That makes me look like a boy. Can't all have mama's hair. Ah, shit.
So we'll do an introduction first. Yep.